I got 2 left. What do you want?
What?
I said, what do you want?
I want this guy to make his move.
I'm talking about the donuts. I got a lemon. Well, you ain't getting this.
What is it?
Bavarian cream.
Looks like a puss ball.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Would you please not litter?
Oh, why don't you arrest me? I guess I'll eat this one, too.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah, right.
Come on, what's he doing over there, huh? Having phone sex? It's like he's never gonna make his move.
Hey, come on. He's a lawyer. He's probably on the phone with some client making $500 an hour for a chat. Probably with my ex-wife. Would you be in any hurry?
Great.
What do you call 5,000 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, what? What time?
Well,
An hour?
I don't know. I give up.
Sorry?
a
Hey,
pretty
you'll
good
find-
start. That was funny. You know what your problem is? You got no sense of humor.
Trust me, I am a funny, funny woman.
Anybody that doesn't laugh at lawyer jokes has got no sense of humor. They did a test, like at the Mayo Clinic or something, right? Lawyer jokes, Beavis and Butthead. You don't laugh at that shit, you got no sense of humor. You probably don't think the Three Stooges are funny, do you?
No, not after hanging out with you all day.
Oh, watch yourself, Officer Zoe. That was funny. What's the difference between a dead skunk in the road and a dead lawyer in the road?
Skid marks in front of the skunk.
That is funny. Yes.
Okay, folks, open mic is officially over. He's about to make his
Look,
move,
if
and
anybody
we are
calls
going.
my wife, tell him I'm not here. I didn't work. I don't work here. I never worked here. I don't even work here. Why?
good. Had you pulled over, wouldn't it? So we had him, and then what happened?
The streets are wet, okay? I got the wrong footgear on. I'm sliding all over the place, and the little rat probably slid right down into the sewer.
You amaze me.
Hey, Crow, got a line on Fredericks. Has a house on a lake in Scarsdale.
Let's go.
You don't expect him to go home, do you?
Why not?
'Cause he's a lawyer.
And that has to do with...
Lawyers always return to their nest, like blood-sucking vultures. And then they wait for their prey, and they swoop down, and they start picking and picking at the carcass till there's nothing left. Like the one that shacked up with my wife.
Alan, is that you? Alan? Alan, what are you doing? Alan, talk to me. Where were you last night?
Dodging the police. And Corliss.
Well, where are you going?
Susan, I don't have time to explain right now. Look, you haven't seen me. I haven't been here, okay?
No, that's... Alan! Where are you going? You can't just walk out of here. What?
Not a sound. Both our lives depend on it. Look, you hold this. Tell no one.
Freeze, Seamus!
He's not a Seamus, Walter. He's a shyster.
Oh. Am I a Seamus?
No, Sam Spade is a Seamus. You're a cop. Now, he's a cop, and I'm a cop, and you are under arrest.
Oh, what's the charge? No charge. This one's on the house.
We can talk charges at the station. Resisting arrest for one.
You can't do this. Sure we can. There's two of us, and we've got guns last time I looked.
Okay, he's not Jeffrey Dahmer now. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. All things you say can and will be held against you in a court of law.
But you're a lawyer, so we're gonna forget all that shit.
You bust into my house without a warrant. You have no probable cause.
Mr. Fredericks, I have a feeling that the judge is going to take one look at the charges that we have against you so far. Reckless endangerment, resisting arrest. And these are just off the top of my head, you understand?
Oh, you can come up with a few more.
You think so? And you know what? I'm not a psychic, but I got it in my mind that you might just end up spending some quality time downtown with some of your old clientele in lockup. I'm just hoping you got the really bad guys off.
Well, you're gonna have to really get the really bad guys off.
I don't know what you two assholes are trying to prove here, but I know people. And when we're through with you, you'll be lucky to be scooping dog shit out of the park.
Well, let's talk about some of these people you know. Let's talk about, I don't know, James Corliss.
What about him?
You know him?
We've met, sure.
You've worked for him.
I've represented him in several business deals. So what? There's nothing wrong with that. Besides, anything we've talked about is confidential anyway.
I don't like Mr. Corliss's business affairs.
Write him a letter.
For example, there was that real estate deal in Long Island about a month ago. You remember reading about that in the papers? Huh? Guy didn't want to sell. He had 2 kids in high school. Now he's got just 1.
It was a horrible, horrible accident.
Oh, cut the crap. Corliss is scum, just like the lawyers that represent him.
And you want to put him away?
No, I want to watch wild dogs rip apart at his flesh, but I'd settle for putting him away.
Good luck.
Oh, we don't need luck. We've got you.
Really? And what are you going to do with me?
I'm gonna let you walk out that door.
Really?
Word's out you've got something on Corliss. Something big.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, sure you do. You agreed to cooperate, turn over your evidence in exchange for our protection.
You're crazy.
Mr. Fredericks,
Yeah,
thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate you coming in. But you are free to go, baby.
Just like that.
Have a very nice day, sir.
What happens when I walk through that door?
5 minutes, it'll be all over town.
We let you walk when you agreed to rat on Corliss.
You know what? $10 says he doesn't even make it a block.
Is that with or without the use of a stretcher?
Just dead.
Well, is that brain dead or legally dead?
Pick one.
I'll take brain dead.
It's just not true. You know it's not true, but if Corliss thinks that...
Oh, write him a letter.
Email him.
Can we talk about this?
No! Oh, God, no! God, no!
When Corliss first retained me, I knew he was ruthless. So what? You don't hang on to that kind of power and money without being some kind of bastard. Little by little, I started to see things, hear things. Pretty soon, it was too much. I didn't even feel safe anymore. So I started to siphon off information. Anything incriminating, anything least bit shady, I just copy it onto a separate disk, It's turned into quite a collection.
You figured to blackmail him, didn't you?
It was my security. I mean, what if he decided he didn't need me anymore either? I don't want to wind up in a cornerstone someplace.
Hi, boss.
Crow?
We were just discussing a mutual acquaintance. James Corliss.
Corliss, public reptile number 1.
Our dear friend Mr. Fredericks here has seen the light. He wants to be one of the good guys now.
Oh, yeah? What did you have in mind?
I have information. Names, dates, numbers. It's all on a disk.
Where is this disc now?
Oh, it's safe. My wife has it.
Where is it?
Where's what?
It's been a long day and I'm tired. So let's make this as fast and easy as possible. Your husband has property of mine, and I want it back.
Well, then you have to ask him.
I'm asking you. I did ask him, Mrs. Fredericks, but he feigned ignorance, just like you. So I made him see reason and sent him to fetch it. Now he's in the custody of the police. But before that, I believe he went to the house and gave it to you. What do you think?
I think I could answer you better if I knew what this mysterious item was.
Looks exactly like one of these.
Huh.
Jog your memory.
What's it worth to you?
What's the disc worth?
It's worth your life, Mrs. Fredericks. You understand?
Yeah.
Well, bring it to me.
If I bring you the disc, will you promise to leave us alone?
Mrs. Fredericks, I don't bargain.
Well, if you're gonna kill me anyway, why should I bother?
If I was going to kill you, you would still want to stay on my good side. There's lots of ways to die. Now you go get the disc, and you'll be fine. I won't even have you followed.
What about my husband?
He'll be taken care of.
Get your deposition, Mr. Fredericks, but we're gonna need the disc in order to make our case.
Are you sure? I mean, what if something happens to me before we make it back to the house?
Will you please relax? First of all, no one knows about our deal yet. Second of all, we will take care of you.
I feel safer with the Three Stooges.
You like the Stooges?
Look, somebody just call my house and make sure my wife's okay.
Should have made that bet.
This is Tim Philbin coming to you live from downtown. In a bizarre and shocking event today, a well-known local attorney was gunned down right on the very steps of the county courthouse. The victim, Alan Fredericks, was a reputed business associate of local financial powerhouse James Corliss, who is himself alleged to have ties to organized crime. Mr. Fredericks was pronounced dead within minutes of the shooting. Police, as yet, have no suspects.
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Fredericks. Excuse me, Susan?
You did it, didn't you?
Did what? I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't been out of my office all afternoon. Actually, I'm sitting here watching the news on TV. Awful about that shooting, wasn't it?
You certainly have my condolences.
You bastard!
Don't forget about my little package, will you? I won't wait forever. Don't even think about making a run for it. We both know how dangerous the streets are nowadays, don't we?
So, is this what I can expect? We finally get testimony on Corliss to take him down. And the next thing I know, my star witness is dead! We said we were sorry. Oh, you're sorry! You're sorry! Does that make it better? Well, it's a start.
Walter?
Now, we have no witness, and we don't even have the disc.
Frederick's wife actually has the,
His widow.
has the disc.
Yeah, so I've heard. There are a couple of uniforms out there already. I want you two to go out there, make sure she has the disc, and bring it and her back here. You understand me? I didn't hear that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant. Well, what are you waiting for? Oh, and detectives. I shouldn't have to spell this out, but when I said bring Mrs. Fredericks back here, I meant alive.
Oh, yeah. Good tip.
What I'm interested in is a casino that will substantially increase tourist trade, but I am not interested in tangling with these environmentalists.
None of us are.
And what makes casino projects of this scale succeed is having big name talent attached.
He's right. We've been burned before.
I've got it covered.
Mr. Corliss, there is another issue I must raise before we proceed. I'm not too pleased with the things I'm seeing on television about you.
And what things are you referring to?
You know quite well what kind of things. We're all business people here. We've all been around. But murder, high-profile murder, makes us very nervous.
These slanderous allegations are being dealt with by my legal team as we speak.
Right, like the one who was shot yesterday?
The members of the consortium I represent aren't too pleased with these rumors either.
Well, I'm not responsible for the irrational speculations of the press. And I would expect everyone at this table to be sophisticated enough not to give any of this gossip any credence at all. You might like to examine the figures in these prospectuses in front of you. I think you'll find them quite exciting. Now, please excuse me, I have to take an urgent call.
Who is it?
Bonner?
Corliss. Long time no speak. You got some kind of problem I can help with?
Things are getting out of hand.
I want all loose ends tied up immediately.
I'm on my way. I'm glad you called. I was looking for a little sport today.
Hey, Zoe.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
All right.
We're here to see her.
She's downstairs. She's pretty shaken up. Walter, officer. Bring the donuts.
Oh, come
Mrs. Fredericks, I'm Detective Crow. This is my partner, Walter King.
You know, you guys flash those things all the time. You could have got that at a dime store. I wouldn't know the difference.
There aren't any more dime stores, lady.
It's figure of speech.
Look, I'm really sorry about your husband, but I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station with us.
What for?
We're going to need to ask you some questions. Before your husband died, he told us about a computer disk that he had given to you to hold for him. We're going to need that disk.
I don't know anything about any disc.
Yeah, I think you do.
Get yourself a warrant.
I don't have time for a goddamn warrant. I don't think that you completely understand the kind of people your husband was dealing with.
Oh, I know exactly the kind of people my husband was dealing with.
Well, then you're scared.
Yeah, you're damn right I'm scared.
We can protect you.
Like you protected my husband?
killed your husband, but we're gonna need your help.
What do you want me to say? I don't know anything about a disc.
Do you know anything about a guy named Corliss?
What, Corliss? Oh, you mean that guy on TV?
We're almost 100% positive that Corliss is the man who was behind your husband's murder.
Then arrest him.
A little bit of evidence would help.
Look, I don't know anything about any evidence, okay? I don't know anything about a disc, and I don't know anything about James Corliss. If you've anything else to ask me, you can go through my attorney. I want you to get out of my house and leave me alone. I don't need any protection! Stay with her.
Get him?
I'm not playing around with you anymore. You're on our side or you're dead.
Oh, wait. Let me think about that.
You're getting in the car with us.
Fine.
What?
I said fine. I'm not stupid.
So you're gonna hand us the disc?
So let me get this straight. This disc contains...
According to Fredericks, it has all of Corliss's bad dealings on it, including names, dates, the works.
Great, except Fredericks is dead. Sorry, ma'am.
What does Frederick's death have to do with anything?
Explain to your pet monkey that without Fredericks around to verify that the information on this disc is legitimate, we haven't got nearly enough to convict Corliss.
Look, I can verify that.
What?
This isn't the first I've heard of this, you know. I mean, my husband used to tell me everything.
So why didn't you tell us this before?
Because I didn't trust you. Now I don't seem to have much of a choice.
None of this is relevant.
Why not? With her testimony, with the stuff that we have on the
Her
disc?
testimony will only be hearsay without a direct witness to Corliss's dealings. None of this is admissible.
I am a witness.
How's that?
Well, Corliss came to our house once.
What did he tell you?
Basically, he told me that he has the entire city council in his pocket. Including...
Who?
You. You, the police department.
Did he mention any names?
No names. At first, I thought he was just bragging.
And then?
Well, then he told me that he had ordered the killing of that little girl. And 2 other people. He said that they looked like accidents, but they weren't.
Did he say who engineered the hits? Are you willing to repeat all this in court, Mrs. Fredericks? I'd like a verbal answer.
Yes. Yes, I'll testify.
All right. It's thin, but I'm willing to give it a try. In the meantime, we have to keep you safe. Crow, what about your apartment?
I give up. What about my place?
Don't be dense. That's King's job. What about keeping Mrs. Fredericks at your apartment?
Don't we have a safe house for that?
It's booked. No room at the inn.
Okay. She can stay with me.
What, I stay with her?
Hey, you got some evidence for the impound?
Yeah. Big evidence. Very incriminating in the Corliss case.
Corliss, good luck with that guy. His guys will make mincemeat of the DA.
Not with that disc. We're gonna make mincemeat out of Corliss.
Frickin' guy runs this town.
You know what? I'll be right back.
Hey, where you going? Hey, you signed for this, hey!
What's your problem?
What are you talking about?
You got your evidence, you got your witness. You gotta be delighted.
Delighted? Baby, I am ecstatic.
Oh, well, this is ecstatic. I hate to see you when you're miserable.
Why don't you stick around for a little while, because I have a feeling that might be happening really soon. Some kind of kung fu bitch?
A little bit. What are you, some kind of dyke?
A little bit.
Got ballistics of those slugs, though he pulled down from the roof. The shells were nothing special. Shooter could have brought them almost anywhere, but we got some prints.
Excellent. Got him on file?
Yeah, a guy named Werner has a few minor priors, B&E, DUI, 1 robbery conviction. But get this, the guy's a gunsmith.
Well, he's probably the one that sold him.
Unless he moonlights.
Got an address?
Yep, he's got a gun shop on the Lower East Side, apartment above it.
Excellent. I'll check it out.
Okay, buddy, police, get off the bus. Let's go. Come on, come on.
They don't pay me enough for this.
Okay.
Let's get out. 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 Come on, out. Out. Out.
meters. No, okay, right ahead now. Okay, you're gonna have to drive between the lines if we're gonna get anywhere. See the dog. Yeah. You see him? You had the right of way. You were right. He was wrong. That was pretty good.
Hello, Werner.
Hello, cop.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I'd like to close the door in your face. You got a warrant?
Oh, I can get one. Seen as how you printed on the shell casings that killed a lawyer.
Lawyer?
Alan Fredericks.
I'm a gunsmith, pal, so it shouldn't come as a big surprise that my prints are on the stuff I sell.
Where were you yesterday?
Here, working.
Anybody with you?
No, I like to work alone. Look, I saw this on TV. I know you cops are all hot to take down Corliss, so you're ready to hang anyone who might be in the way. For show. I was a con. I know my rights, so don't even start with this bullshit.
Can you eat all these? So the way I got it figured, you got the perfect alibi. You got your fingerprints on everything. Gunpowder residues on your hands. Ballistics you can dispute with your equipment. You've probably already remilled the barrel on the rifle, right? So what I'm wondering is, could your alibi be any more perfect than if you were the hitman for Corliss?
I was here working, I told you.
These donuts are stale.
Look, cop, you had better leave.
Have you sold any 305 ammo in the last 2 weeks?
All the time.
You got a customer list?
What do I look like, Macy's here?
Anybody unusual buy any 305 ammo?
No. I don't ask customers' names unless they buy a handgun.
You got any rifles around here with scopes? The 305s?
No. Take a look. No 305. Unless you think I killed him with a 22, you're not going to find the murder weapon here.
Probably not. Where would you have hid the rifle anyway? Or did you dump it in the river?
Look, you want to know what I would have done had I killed this lawyer? First, I wouldn't use a 305. It's not messy enough. If I would have done a hit like this, I would use something bigger that would expel more blood, make a symbol of the guy. Next, I'd throw the gun in an incinerator. Even if someone found it, it'd be a charred pipe by then. And by the way, I'd probably wear rubber gloves so I wouldn't be bothered by cops eating my donuts.
You like this game, don't you? I'll tell you something, Werner. I'm on to you. Don't leave town.
Cop. You want the rest?
No. They're stale. And another thing, Werner. Don't lose sleep worrying about this murder. We'll get the killer.
Let me ask you something. You feel okay about where we left the bus?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, then.
Just finished the bathroom!
Oh my God!
I had a parrot. Chi-Chi.
Thank you!
Next time you set up one of our little meetings, prefer to be closer to Manhattan. I don't share your love of Yonkers.
Next time I'll book the function room at the Plaza.
I just hope that you have my money.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I still have that cash flow problem.
$70,000 is a lot of money. Normally, I wouldn't let this slide this long, but a man in your position can be very useful to me. But here I draw the line. You either get me my money, you get me my money, or I'm going to be set to make an example of you.
$70,000 on a cop's salary just isn't possible.
Don't look for sympathy from me. You should have thought about that before you gambled the money away. Sell something.
Like what?
Your house must be worth 70 grand.
I have a wife and a kid. Where are they gonna live?
That may not be a consideration much longer.
Are you threatening their lives?
Of course I am. Now, I assume that since you don't have my money, that you have something else to give me. Is that what I think it is? And it's not a copy.
It's the real thing.
And you brought it here with you. Now, what made you think that I wouldn't just take that disc from you and dispose of you?
Because you may be a crook and a murderer and a perverted psychopath, but you got principles.
What's the deal?
Even trade.
Done. It's nice to know that 70 grand will still buy an honest cop.
What happened?
I guess they saw the device before it went off.
No excuses. You failed.
I'm sorry, it won't happen a second time.
That's right. It won't. Do we know where they went?
No.
That's all right. Eventually, they have to come to us.
Shit, Werner.
No bullets. This time.
I really need a hot shower.
Yeah, well, don't expect me to follow with bubbles.
What's the matter? What, did you bang it today while being chased?
Skiing accident.
You ski a lot?
Not since the accident. I was a competitive skier. I was good. Hell, it was great. I was headed for the Olympics, and I wiped out during the trials. Doctor gave me two choices. Said you can either walk again and not ski, or you can ski again and not walk. So I chose to walk.
Tough break.
90% of the time, it's nothing. But then I twist it the wrong way, and it feels like there's these little evil people in there just gnawing away at it. I made my family happy, though. They're all cops. Oh. That's a bad one.
Oh. Must have happened today. Those guys in the garage.
Actually, it's starting to heal. It's yellow around the edges. That's like a week old.
No, that must have happened today.
Susan, who did that to you?
When I first met Alan, he was on his way to becoming a big star in the legal world. He was using Harvard as a stepping stone. We met at this crappy little bar in Kendall Square called Red Bones. God, he was so handsome and very intense. I left Radcliffe to move in with him and support us after he proposed. I don't know what the hell I was doing at Radcliffe anyway. I think my mother pushed me to go there because she knew that Elkhart, Indiana was no place to find a husband.
Alan beat you.
Yeah, you see, Alan held it together real well for the outside world. No chinks in his armor, he used to say. But I would screw something up at home and he would lose it.
And take it out on you.
We got overextended financially, and things got worse. And then he met Corliss. Things started to get better.
No wonder you weren't all broken up when he was killed. Corliss did you a favor.
You think so, huh? God, I mean, Alan was my whole life, you know? Alan's friends and Alan's money. God, supporting Alan, you know? God, without him, I'm just Midwest white trash.
Susan, this is your chance to get a life.
Yeah. Jesus. I need to get a life.
Starting tomorrow.
We stay alive that long?
You leave that to me.
Police! Werner? I got my warrant. Werner? Sword check.
Jesus.
You expect witnesses to be brought forward, Mr. Corliss? What kind of defense would you be using in this case, Mr. Corliss? Is it true, Mr. Corliss, a statement, please, for the public?
No need to worry, Miss Fredericks. We got the whole block secure. Feds even have a helicopter. You two look like you had a rough evening.
You have no idea.
Well, you should have seen what I went through. Some psychopath took a bus and rampaged it through Midtown. The city gets sicker every damn year.
rise. The United States District Court for the District of New York is now open and ready for the transaction of business. The Honorable Claire Gifford presiding. Please, be seated.
I ask you all to remember that this grand jury hearing is not a forum to discover guilt or innocence of the defendant, but only whether there's enough evidence to warrant a trial. The rules of evidence are very strict here, and I warn the district attorney right now that those rules will be meticulously observed. Mr. Corliss, I know you're a very busy man with many important claims on your time, so I appreciate your taking the time to be here this morning.
Why doesn't she send him a bouquet?
I beg your pardon, Officer Crow?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Would you kindly keep your remarks to yourself unless you're asked to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do I make myself clear?
You do.
Good. I thought I did. All right, very well then. Let's proceed. And bear in mind that Mr. Corliss's time is valuable.
Thank you. This data disk was the property of the late Mr. Alan Fredericks, who I'm sure you'll remember was brutally murdered on the steps of this courthouse not so long ago.
I think we can dispense with the dramatics, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Frederick's widow is in the courtroom and will testify to the fact that the information on this disk is an accurate record of Mr. Corliss's various business dealings.
Yeah, I'm sure she will. Now, can we see what's on the disk, please?
Certainly, Your Honor. I appreciate how valuable Mr. Corliss's time is, and I'm sure once we see the disk, we'll all get a clearer picture of just how that time has been spent.
Your Honor, I think I may safely say we've seen enough.
More than enough. I declare...
No, Your Honor, I must ask for a continuance. These discs have been switched. I would not waste the court's time with a farce like this.
Well, that appears to be exactly what you've done.
I can straighten this out. You cannot let a man like that walk free. What has happened is absurd.
Excuse me. Counsel, would you please approach? Look, I don't need you telling me what I can and cannot do in my own courthouse. However, I will give you 24 hours to prepare your case. And when I say 24, I mean 24 and not a second longer. If you are not before me tomorrow by exactly 3 p.m. with compelling evidence, I will dismiss all complaints against Mr. Corliss. And I will expect to hear the most abject apology you have ever delivered. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Honor. So, what happened, Zoe?
Somebody switched the discs.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Holmes. I think I could have figured that one out all by myself. I want to tell you that was probably the most humiliating day of my life.
Let me tell you a little secret. Your personal humiliation means a little less to me than the fact that Corliss is probably going to walk.
What I don't understand is how the disc got switched anyway. It was an evidence lockup. I put it there myself.
Really, that shouldn't be too hard to figure out.
What do you mean?
Come on, think about it. If the only people with access to the disc are cops, and the person who switched the disc is a fill in the blank.
Well, thank you, Miss Nancy Drew. I'm out of here. I don't need to put up with this police bashing.
Walter, since you're having such a hard time handling this, why don't you just go and pull the car around, please?
Oh, right. Walter, pull the car around. Walter, kiss my ass. Walter, lance the boil off my back.
All right, so what you're saying is that you think that Corliss obviously has somebody in the department.
Yeah, you have a better explanation?
I think this is a conversation I can stand to miss. 24 hours. 23 and a half. Our only chance is to find the disc. What do you think the chances are of that?
Slim to none.
That's what I thought. We're gonna lose this one, Zoe.
I don't want to hear that.
Well, I'm not thrilled to be saying it, but the facts are the facts. I don't want to be here anymore. If anything comes up, just call.
I will.
Zoe.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound too self-involved, but Corliss walking around.
Your life ain't worth a bucket of warm spit.
It's very poetic. So what are we gonna do about it?
You asking me as a cop?
Walter! Walter!
I thought we had an understanding. You were to bring me the disc. But instead, you delivered it to the police.
Well, you have it now, so what's the problem?
The problem is you betrayed my trust.
So what are you going to do with me?
It's true what you say, I do have the disc now. But I can't imagine a man of your husband's methodical legal mind and not making a backup. So I'm going to send you back to your house with my man Werner. And he's going to find that backup disc.
Wait a minute.
And if he doesn't, he will do such horrible things to you that even I don't want to imagine. Do you understand?
Yes.
If they pay me that kind of money, I'd get old to get out there and do the twing too. Yeah, but I wouldn't get old. Hey, when you're that age, he's good to get on the skates and even go like that. Yeah. Holy cow! How'd you get in there, lady?
Somebody trashed me, okay? Now I'm a cop. Get me out of the thing.
Okay. That's whatever, lady.
Thank you very much.
Second cop this month.
Bro, where the hell have you been? O'Malley's on the warpath.
I need another car, okay?
Yeah, I heard about what happened to your other one. You've been swimming in garbage?
Well, I don't have time to chat with you, okay? And you did not see me.
I only smelled you.
No, let me go! No! 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 Leave me! Help me!
Yeah, I found a lot of papers. Names, dates, numbers. Should I bring them?
No, destroy them.
What about the lady?
Smoker.
Thanks.
Consider it a bonus.
You have new messages. To hear your message, first, new message. Zoe, this is Jackson from the prosecutor's office. It's next, new message.
Zoe. It's Bob. I know I'm not supposed to...
Next, new message.
Hey, Zoe, it's me, Wally. Look, something's fishy here, and I know how important this is to you. So for safety's sake, I made a copy of the disc. I know, the real one's safe in the lockup, but what the hell? It can't hurt to be careful, right?
Where is it, Walter?
Hey, I heard a new one. You know why lawyers can't sleep with their clients? Because it's illegal to bill twice for the same service. Forget it.
The disc, Walter, where is it?
Anyway, the disc is in your bottom desk drawer. The bottom left drawer, moron. Anyway, good luck to us both, right? See you in court. Hey, to Pick up some donuts on your way, would you? Bye.
God bless you, Walter. O'Malley? You're the goddamn inside man?
Prosecutor's office.
Hello, yes, is Erica Jackson there, please?
Hold, please. Jackson.
Hi, Erica. Listen, this is Zoe Crow. Turns out there was a copy of the disc, and I have one for you.
I'm glad to hear of it. Without a witness, it still doesn't mean a lot.
Okay, well, you'll get a witness. Let's see, I'll leave it,
Yeah, where?
I'll leave it with O'Malley.
What the hell?
Walter made a copy before you got him killed.
What do you mean I got him killed?
Don't get cute with me. Okay? You're into Corliss for 70 grand. He's got you on a little leash. If it weren't for you, we might have him put away and Walter might still be alive.
I'm sorry about Walter.
You're going to that prosecutor's office and you are spilling your guts.
I can't do that, Zoe. Put the gun away. You won't shoot me.
Maybe not.
Striking a superior. Not good, Crow.
O'Malley, you got Walter killed, you damn near got me killed, and you just might get Susan Fredericks killed, and I'm telling you, I want to know why.
For God's sakes, my family! You know what I'm talking about!
Yeah, I know. Now, where is he holding her?
Come on, Zoe. She could be at his high-rise downtown. She could be at the
What? Where?
safe house.
The department safe house?
I never had any idea how he would use it. But if he's planning to do anything that he'd want to have done in private, it's the last place anybody would connect him with.
Erica Jackson from the prosecutor's office is coming down today, and I'd really like you to give her this.
Huh. You don't ask for much, do you?
No, I don't. And I gotta tell you, it's been really nice working with you.
you two to a hospital then.
Sir, I'm a cop, and that is my witness. And we don't have time. Come on, let's go.
United States District Court for the District of New York is now open and ready for the transaction of business. The Honorable Claire Gifford presiding. Please be seated.
Very well. Let's get these proceedings underway. Can I assume, Ms. Prosecutor, that we won't be treated to any video games or cartoons or vacation slides?
I assure you everything's in order, Your Honor.
Good. You may proceed.
Can I get one of those lights? You know, those woo-woo things?
Yes. I have a woo-woo thing, okay? It's in the trunk, it's in the car. I don't know where it is. Leave me alone.
That's helpful. That's very bright.
The information on this disc is certainly impressive and troublesome. But I don't think I need to tell you that by itself, it carries very little weight. It's a simple matter for anyone to sit down in front of a keyboard and fill a disc with anything they want to say.
Your Honor, Alan Frederick's widow, Susan, will be here to testify to the authenticity of this disc.
That's all well and good, but I don't see Mrs. Frederick's present.
I am assured she will be here momentarily.
Look at the time. It's 10 past. We're totally not going to make it.
That clock is 15 minutes fast. I said it that way.
Why do you do that? Well, you know it's fast. What's the point? It's totally stupid.
I like it quick.
It's totally stupid.
Your Honor, I move to have the case dismissed. This is the latest attempt at the District Attorney's Office in what seems to be some sort of personal vendetta against my client.
I must say, I find the prosecution's delays and mistakes to be a serious waste of my time and the taxpayers' money. And I may as well say that if Mr. Corliss should decide to bring action against them, he can count on my support. However, I will wait 10 more minutes for Ms. Jackson's miracle witness to appear. The Constitution guarantees every citizen a speedy trial, Ms. Prosecutor. You might want to remember that in the future.
Beep, beep. Police business coming through.
Five minutes, gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this court has been more than patient. I don't think we need to waste any more time on phantom witnesses. I declare this courtroom...
Hold it right there! Could you hold it, please, Your Honor, ma'am?
Officer Crow, Mrs. Fredericks, I don't think that is suitable attire for a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I really think you're going to want to hear this.
Well, I bet I just will. Why don't you take the stand, please?
Well, if I keep hanging out with you, I'm gonna run out of clean clothes to wear.
If I were you, I'd look at it as an opportunity to lose some of that diaper.
If you recall, ma'am, I have no closet, I have no car, I have no apartment, I have no bird. And now on top of all that, you're gonna tell me that I have no sense of style.
No, I'm saying, you know, we should go shopping.
Oh, please.
No promise. Will you be appealing this decision? Are you a killer, Mr. Corliss?
You think we got him?
We got him. It'll take the courts about 2 years. As long as he doesn't get on a plane to Cuba. We got him.
This is the most amazing turnaround in recent memory. Just a few moments ago, it seemed that all charges against reputed crime figure James Corliss were going to be dropped when the sole witness against the case, Mrs. Alan Fredericks, came into the courtroom at literally the last moment. Her testimony against him was so devastating, it seems certain that a grand jury investigation will begin immediately, not only into Mr. Corliss's alleged criminal activities, but also into the involvement of the local police department and the actual judge that was trying the case.
You Nice to finally see you with your trap shut. Quit smoking, man. I have like 5 days and 8 hours, and it sucks. But I think I might make it this time. You were a kick-ass partner. And you were my friend. You would have let O'Malley off, too. He's a good cop. Everyone deserves a second chance, right?
Hey. I'm really sorry about Walter.
The way he ate, he's probably healthier as a dead guy. You bring him?
I did. I don't really understand this.
It's okay. He was allergic to flowers.
Okay.
Eat up, baby. Take it easy, Walter. We kicked some serious ass.
Yeah, thanks to you. Hey, thank you.
So you going back to Elkhart?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I feel totally free. Excited. And terrified at the same time.
Maybe you ought to give up the penis for a while.
Whoa. Why is that?
Because it seems to get in the way of you getting a life.
Yeah, getting a life.
Yeah.
Gosh, you know, I was thinking maybe I'd become a cop.
Oh, please.
Oh, come on, why not?
Because we don't accept Midwest white trash.
No, right. You just accept Jersey white trash, right?
You are such a cutie. Why don't you move to Corpus Christi and become a weather girl, huh?
Now, see, I like the idea of working with, I don't know, rowdy, foul-mouthed, gun-toting folks.
Well, in this job, you don't spend much time with criminals.
I wasn't talking about the criminals.
Whoa! Careful, sister. Payback's a bitch.
Actually, it's 2 of them.
O'Malley. Why don't we let Susan drive?
Yeah, right. Get in.